SLC Aquatics, hashtag fishfammom, touching lives one fish at a time. Welcome to the live stream. Hello everybody, how are y'all doing tonight? Please tell me. Mic check, and audio, everything, video, everything's looking good. Want to say hi to Mary Paige Flynn, who's in the house tonight, asking for prayers and best wishes and guidance. She's putting fish in totes right now to travel until she can figure out what she's going to do. And I want to say hi to Daryl Deemer in the house. Hello Daryl, it's been a long time. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. I know life happens, and I know things don't always go the way we would like them to go, but I try to take a perspective where I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to have good friends and family, and those that do not have that, I want you to find a testing 1 2. Am I back? Okay. So I can see myself, I can hear myself, I can see chat, I can see that I'm still live. Hopefully that won't happen again. If it does, I will have to stop using this laptop. But I wanted to say hi to Marie McCoy. Hear you and see you. Thank you. Audio and video good. We got Lisa, Passions Journey P for P. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for hanging in there. Audio and video is working. All right. Thank you. Is everything in sync, or is there a delay? Oh, well, I hope that you are having a good Tuesday, and I hope that it gets better from here on out. I want to let you all know that Mary Paige is putting fish in totes right now. I know she's in the process of having to move, and she's waiting for guidance. And if there's any questions that she has, I've asked her to please chime in and let us know so that we can ask the questions to the panel or to the chat and get the best educated advice and guidance that she can ever use, and we can use it later on in our lives maybe. I am going to be making an announcement later in the stream, and I want to let you all know that I am aware that there is another meet in Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I wanted to go to that and share it with you all. Darlene at Darlene's Tanks called me yesterday while I was at work to see if I was going to be able to go to it. So I got to find the group. It is the Chattanooga I think they announced it on Bob's, on Kaler's Aquatics and Exotics Sunday night. So Chattanooga Aquarium Society, and I believe it's in August on the 7th. Yes, the Chattanooga Area Aquatic Society is having another swap meet at the East Ridge Community Center in East Ridge, Tennessee. And 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the East Ridge Community Center in East Ridge, Tennessee. But it is sponsored by the Chattanooga Area Aquatic Society, and Robert Lamb has posted that in the group. Hey, Darlene's Tanks. I was just sharing the announcement for the swap meet in August, on August the 7th, and it's in East Ridge, Tennessee. And I guess that is hopefully in the Chattanooga area. And let me see, I think I shared another on my group. Let me see my posts. I'm trying to catch everybody up. Excuse me. The CARES prevention group on Facebook. The Missouri Aquarium Society is having American Cichlid Association 2021. Lots of people from all over the United States are coming to the American Cichlid Association. Let me see the dates, July the 23rd through the 25th. And if you want to find out about the event, go to convention.cichlid.org. So if any of my mods want to help with that, let me see if I can put it in there. Let me put it in the chat. Convention.cichlid.org. And that's not going to be a hyperlink. You're going to have to type that in your Google search to find that. I don't see anything else right now. Let me take this down because that content was removed. And let me see. Sorry for making it so boring, but that was through the CARES preservation. And I posted in my group a picture of Rod sitting in his cougar, but I didn't post the right photo. And I'll try to go to the web and let's see what happened. Working and lurking today. All right, Darlene. So, I worked Saturday in the fish room, and it had been months since I had actually been in the fish room as far as doing maintenance. And you know, I have deep substrates with plants all in my aquariums, so the pH and everything was within range. I know Darlene and I have been having problems. Hey Brianne, how you doing, Brianne? Brianne's Fish Fam's in the house, everybody. Hello and welcome to the live stream. If I'm yelling, please tell me and I'll quiet down a little bit. I get excited. But so it's been a few months since I've done maintenance, water changes, you don't do gravel vac and you do substrates, but you can do surface cleaning. And sometimes our plants have to be cleaned off a little bit. And I have blackbeard algae that grows in my aquariums, and I found out that comes from high phosphates and different things that's in our fish food and in our water columns sometimes. Not boring. I am from Pacific Northwest. Not interesting on what's going on. I understand, Marie. Yeah, those were what, Missouri and Tennessee's Central Eastern. So I know there's some events that's going on out there. So Marie, if you have any events out there on the west, on the Pacific West, let me know, and you're welcome to share that information, and I'll share it over the live stream. I know there's other events going on. People just came from Aquashella in Orlando, and I believe, let me look and see where the next one is. Should be, is it this? I know there's a Dallas and a Chicago one coming. So I'm going to share this on my stream if I can. Web. I gotta set it up, sorry. There it is. Okay. You should be able to still hear me. There's my audio. Okay. There's the Orlando one was June the 12th and 13th. The next one looks like August the 14th and 15th in Chicago. And all you have to do is go there and click on it, and it will give you the location information. And then in October is the Dallas. But that says 2020. Oh, for the 2020 ticket holders. So, yeah, the dates are updated to 2021. Okay. So, that's what's coming up, Chicago and Dallas. And a lot of the people on the Pacific West Coast go to the Dallas one, and some go to the Chicago one. So it's actually up to you all of where you want to go. Brianne is talking to Maria. I think I found your channel. If it's the right one, I subscribe to you. All right, we're showing love for love is what we call it, Brianne. We call it love for love. Some people call it pineapples. I say love for love. I'm trying to do more collabs throughout the week, so my schedule will be sporadic. I've got a couple special guests lined up, and I probably will pick a Thursday, but I still don't know if it's going to be a afternoon or an evening event. So just be watching for the channel. I know there's a lot of collabs going on. There's a lot of morning and evening shows going on, which is great. It's good to see that the Fish Fam community is busy sharing each other's, not only their channels, but the actual experience that each one of us have. Some of us have different levels. What kind of fish do I keep or breed, Brianne? For 6 years, I've been keeping guppies, peppered corridoras, angelfish. Now I have yo-yo loaches. I have a flash pleco, which is an L204, which is wild caught. I also have some bristlenose plecos in that aquarium as well. I have some bloodfin tetras, and I keep mystery snails, ram's horn snails. I have platies. I have shabumpkin goldfish in my outside pond. So right now that's all I have, but I've kept rocktail cichlids before. I've kept gouramis, paradise fish. I've had a common pleco before. I've had rainbow fish, the Bosemani rainbow fish. Come on, help me out. Anyway, I have a list on my channel, on my playlist, that shows you species and updates in my fish room. So that's mostly freshwater. I don't keep any saltwater fish. And right now I don't have any pure strain guppies going, except the bottom sword, the swordtails. I love the peppered cories. I'm trying to breed myself. Have you bred them before? Oh yes, I've bred them, sold them. I actually have a tank with some great grandchildren from some corridors that I sold a gentleman in Illinois last year. And last fall he brought me 6 of my great grands from the cory cats that I sold to him. So I'm excited to have them. They are spawning on their own, but I haven't collected any eggs yet. I will be making an announcement later in the stream. Right now it's 6:17, so probably around 6:40 somebody let me know when it's 6:40, and that's Central Time. So if it's 7:40 Eastern or 4:40 Pacific your time, just let me know when it's on the 40 mark. How do I breed them? They breed on their own, and they love neutral pH around 7. They can go a little acidic, but they really like that neutral pH. Don't make the temperatures too high in the aquarium. Keep it in the mid-70s. And they love water changes with about 5-degree cooler temperature when you do a water change. And if you want to get any kind of fish ready for breeding, you can start feeding them bloodworms, baby brine shrimp. I do have some shrimp pellets and some blackworm pellets, and I'll get them conditioned for breeding. But they pretty much breed on their own. You do need 1 female and 2 males. It's called a reverse trio. And I guess the more that you have, they feel more comfortable. They lay their eggs everywhere, not only on the glass, but on the substrates, on the back of plant leaves, also on filter intake pipes. They just lay them everywhere, but they are guilty to eat their own eggs. So, and Corydoras breed in the T formation. So if you want to know what that is, look it up on Google, and it will probably help explain to you what the formation is, and that's when you know they're breeding. And make sure you have 2 males per female. So if there's any other questions, I think I've handled it. I keep mine fed with algae wafers and Rapashi morning wood, even though that's more for plecos. The community blend is really good because they're omnivores, and they like to get them in breeding condition, give them a little bit of protein during the week. I am not familiar with that term. Is that a certain kind of Cory? I don't know what that is. Pracox? I don't know what that is, sweetheart. Also, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the ponds. My ponds out on the front porch, I topped them off yesterday. I haven't done any water changes out there, but I got my filter, my hydroponic plant filter going in the pond, and the water is so much clearer. The plants are thriving. Thanks. I have 6 females to a male because I bought young. Yeah, you really need to separate them up into another colony, adding some males to there, because if you get too many females, a lot of times they will end up killing that young male because they like to breed. So I'd split those females up and go shopping for some males and bring some males in. But my Amazon sword shot off runners, and they were growing out of the 55-gallon, which excited me. And each runner had about 6 to 8 plants on there. So I've got some new Amazon swords growing, and the the 25-gallon behind me needed some more plants, so I took the last plastic plant out of that aquarium and put 3 Amazon swords in there. And I've been trying to plant the water wisteria, even with an anchor, and the peppered corridor keep uprooting it. Thanks, I have 6 females to a male because I bought young. Can't find males, only females at LFS, sadly. Well, that's where you get on the chats and find people who are breeding corridors, and then order from individual breeders. I'm trying to think who else breeds cory cats. If anybody else breeds cory cats, chime off in the chat. Also, if you know Stephen at SC Aquatics, he did have some peppered corridors. I don't know if he has any more. And check with Get Gills and go through the stores there. And those are a lot of fish fam breeders. Also, go to Lord, I'd have to go to my website. Ask Bob at Kaler's Aquatics to see if he has some corridors breeding. Ask James at Fish Room Fever if he has some. Oh, I do ship fish, but right now I don't have any. You know, I'm just starting the breeding, and I haven't collected any eggs lately, so when I get mine breeding again, I will ship cories. I ship them individually. I don't put more than 1 in a bag because of the toxins that they do put off. And a lot of times I'll bag them a day before, and then I'll change their water before I actually put them in the box to ship them. And I do ship them individually, 1 per bag. And right now the temperatures are too hot to ship anyway. Your fish probably won't make it. A lot of places are in the 80s and 90s and 100s. So right now is not a good time to ship. But check back with me probably in the fall, in September. And a lot of times I let mine breed on their own. I don't do any egg harvesting, but when I'm going to breed to sell, then I start harvesting the eggs and raising the eggs on first bites. You're welcome, Brianne. Thank you for your questions tonight. 117 degrees there, Marie. I heard you all have been going crazy. Marie, didn't you say you lost some fish and had to bring some of your fish in because you couldn't keep your ponds cool enough outside? See, my ponds are under the front porch, so they're not out in the direct sunlight. And if you don't have an established tub or pond that has some shade and some floating plants to help give some shade, and the depth of your tubs. Wenhatchee, yes, had to bring the pond fish in. Yes, I remember you posted that, I think, somewhere. The heat would get them for sure. Yes. Hey, Kenny E. at Danikin Aquatics. Welcome to the live stream. Mary Page is putting her fish in tubs until she knows what she's going to be doing. So she's nervous and asking for prayer and good wishes, but she hasn't asked any questions. I'm hoping that she understands that she's going to be feeding minimally, or she's going to have to be doing daily water changes. I hope she can keep some aeration going in the tubs. And right now she probably doesn't need any heaters. Only a 40-gallon pond. Okay, is that the oval one? Because I have a 40-gallon oval pond, and it's on the outside edge of the porch, and it catches more of the weather and the sun than any of them. But I also have floating plants. I have duckweed, I have frog bit, and I have plant basket that's in there causing some shade. Plus they're also sitting on brick. They're a couple inches off of the concrete. Yes, the oval one. I do understand. I know, I think you said you used an umbrella for shade. You were putting bottles of ice in the pond and it just wasn't cooling it. But a lot of times the surface is going to be warmer than the bottom. And I cannot remember the depth of that tub, cannot get anything to grow. I have a small patio. Just keep feeding the water, and that will build up your ammonia, and then your cycle will convert over to nitrites, and then you can do a water change after you have some nitrates starting to show up. The nitrates is what's going to nourish your plants. And bring some filter, bring a sponge filter or something out from inside and plug up an air pump. And you know, I keep feeding. Even if you brought your fish in once a day, I still feed flakes. You know, I don't overfeed it. Probably a pinch, which is about equal to a half a teaspoon of flakes. And then you know, watch your cycle, because as soon as you get some nitrates showing up, that's where a lot of times your pH will drop if it's catching rainwater. So anybody else have any advice? Because I forgot to ask you, Marie, how long you've had that pond set up. And if it's outside and catches rainwater, the rainwater is going to bring your pH down because of rainwater not having any TDS in it. So have all that. Last year was fine, but this year just too much sun and heat. Okay, that can alter things. And merely for 2 months you've had it set up. Did you have fish in it for 2 months? Because fish will help keep the cycle going and the beneficial bacteria growing. And my fish have been out maybe a month. And of course my shabumpkins stay out year-round, and they are really eating, spawning. I hope I get some babies this year. They're old enough to spawn. Also, can't think of anything else. Plants that are easy to grow in ponds with high heat are the water hyacinth. And if you could put some plants, what I did, I took a shallow dish of about 2 inches, put some gravel in it or some Eco Complete, and then I planted some valves. I've planted some water wisteria. I also have my peace lilies, my peace lilies are planted in those shallow pots, and they've just recently popped an inch out of the surface. See, they will reach for the sun, and they will reach to grow above the water. They'll grow underwater as well, but the leaves will reach to become terrestrial. Next year I'll do something different. Okay, well, don't give up this year. It's not over yet. And I think you had some minnows out there. Get some danios, get some guppies. Put some guppies out there, and they'll eat any mosquito larva that gets laid in the water, and they really become robust. But when you bring pond fish in, don't forget you want to, if they've been out any length of time, and if they've been out for 2 months, you want to do a deworming, because they do pick up parasites from bugs that lay eggs in the water column. So just do a little deworming with some general cure, do a water change, and they should be fine. But every year when I bring my guppies in, I got platies outside this year. Just too sunny, need more shade. Had white cloud minnows and a big goldfish. Now you lost the goldfish, didn't you? Oh yeah, thank you. You're welcome. You can have it in the house. And that's probably what you're gonna end up doing, especially in 100-degree weather. I am fortunate to have a porch, and I also have this temperature gun. I have this temperature gun that I'm able to see, like the 29 is 77 degrees, the 55 is 78 degrees, the 20 is 76. Now, I want to tell you, I had to turn the heater off in the 29 because it was 90 degrees in that aquarium. She's my pride and joy, Miss Bubbles. Great. I guess you lost a white cloud minnow, I think. But anyway, sorry for any losses that you had. Brianne says almost to 40. Well, right. Almost to 40 what? Oh, we only have 6 here. So, I don't know what 40 is. Barbara Jackson's in the house. Hi there, everyone, and Susan. Hope everyone gets through this heat okay. Yes, me too. It was 92 today, I think. I forget. I know there's others streaming, and that's where a lot of people are. But that's okay. I'm not about the numbers. I appreciate those that do come and support me and hang out with me, and I will continue to do it as long as someone shows up. 6:40 Central. Oh, thank you, Brianne. Yeah, I appreciate it. Almost to 40. See, I'm old. I forgot that fast. I appreciate it. But I wanted to find what the weather got up to today. Right now it's 81. But I know while Rod and I were in the truck today, it got up to 92 while we were in the truck. But I know several states are in the hundreds, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And we woke up to a little bit of showers from Tropical Storm Danny that's coming from the Atlantic across South Carolina and Georgia into across the central part of Alabama. It's just crazy. I've got 637. So anyway, the announcement that I was going to make is that right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 aquariums set up, and I'm going to be downsizing my fish room. I'm going to be keeping my larger aquariums. I'm going to keep my 15, my 20, my 55, my 29. I do know I'm going to keep my 29. I am debating on keeping the 25 set up. And like I said, I love raising guppies, but right now the guppy strains that I have are not strong breeder guppies or strains, or they're not even high demand type guppies. Sometimes friends give you their fish, which they've worked hard on, and I appreciate that. So sometimes that's not our choice as breeders. So I've got a tank of culls that I'm getting ready to send to Dustin as soon as the temperatures break. Right now in Illinois, they're not too bad. They're in the 70s and 80s. So I'll be watching his temperatures. I still got to buy some supplies. I got to get some fish bags. I've got boxes to ship in, so I'm not bothered there. But I'm going to be downsizing my fish room. I'm going to be rearranging it, and I will be having a local swap meet here at my house, probably in August, and I'll be selling my 10-gallon aquariums and any equipment that's still functioning. And if it's not functioning, I will throw it out. So if I can't get a filter running, I'm not going to sell it. I'm throwing it away. I may put it in a grab bag type situation where if you want to use any parts off of it. So thank you, Brianne. I appreciate you reminding me. So I'm going to be downsizing the fish room. I'm going to be, I think, I told Rod I was thinking about putting the 55-gallon in the living room as a show community tank. And I want to bring the day bed back in here and kind of use this as a spare bedroom. But I can still film from this room. And a lot of the supplies on my supply shelves are empty boxes. It's hard for me to get rid of anything. So anyway, as I get older, my work schedule, and sometimes I have to take off and just go see my mom. And to keep a large fish room, it's not good for them to be neglected weeks at a time. I don't have anyone that could actually come in here, and Mr. SLC Aquatics is willing, believe me, he's willing to do that, but he already has to double up on my workload at work when I'm gone. So I don't want to put more on him, and I'm going to be more selective over what I actually have in my fish room. My rack system behind me has cherry shrimp, snowball shrimp. I do have some of my mutt guppies going to town, breeding really well. And those swordtail guppies that I got from Chattanooga Ed are doing well. They're reproducing. And the little endlers, I call them endlers, but the swordtail endlers that I got from him, the tank is full of babies. So I'm excited about them, and I will be selling them as soon as the juveniles start showing their colors. And I haven't been able to put the boy and the girl angel together, the koi angels, because the boy angel is just too mean and he's too big. So he may have to live his life out by himself. But anyway, that's the announcement that I was going to make. I'll let Darlene know Monday. I told her I hadn't made a public announcement yet, but it's going to be a local swap here at the house. Be Susan for SLC Aquatics swap meet, and I will be selling my 10-gallon and 5-gallon aquariums, and I may sell the 25. Marie says, yes, that's why I downsized, not breeding shrimp, so down to 3 tanks. Family life is important. Yes, it is. And like I said last week, I said, I am hashtag fishfammom. I'll always be hashtag fishfammom. So there is another announcement that I want to ask the community to help someone. Most of us know Amber at Big City Bettas. She's having to move from Vermont to Jacksonville, Florida. She needs some financial help, so I asking the Fish Fam to spread the word. If you all want to help out, you can send it to my PayPal, or we can do a GoFundMe account. She's going to need the finances to help move and help set up her new place. She said she launched her new website, and I don't have that information tonight, so I'm going to be getting that information together. I'll probably do a couple daytime streams so I can get the word out, and I will be sending that any money that comes in through my PayPal. I'd rather you do a PayPal. You can do a super chat, but it just takes forever to get that money from Google. But any super chats that you want to donate for Amber, I can pull it out of my PayPal account. So it'll just be an exchange. So when I do get paid by Google, that will be just returning my funds back unto me. So that's sad, but very understandable. Very sweet of you to worry about Mr. SLC. I'm sure he appreciates it. I'm sure he does. We're such helps to each other, and we always, he's very thoughtful. He's very considerate. I'm the one who a lot of times don't think about him first, but when it comes to my hobby, I want to be responsible for my hobby. And anytime that you have a hobby, whether it's having something alive or pottery or plants or anything, you don't want to overwhelm yourself with the hobby. And right now my mom's 89. She, only God knows how long she's going to be with us. And she's wanting to spend more time with me, which I understand because she's getting older. She knows her days are numbered, and I am 700 miles away from her. So it's very hard for me to get to her in a hurry. I thank God for my younger sister, who's mostly her caregiver. She lives on her own, but she still, she does her bill paying, she does her grocery shopping, she does her laundry for her. She checks on her once or twice a week in person to make sure mom's looking okay and doing okay. I'm calling and talking to her, but I'm pretty much just shooting the breeze with mom, trying to pull her up out of moments of depression because of her loneliness. Hey, Daniel Keeping Fish. Good evening, Susan. Hello, Daniel. Have you ordered anything from Zazzle's yet? I wanted you to benefit from some of my brand and having it in your house and in your fish room. So anybody who wants to shop at the Zazzle store, I do believe they ship to a lot of international countries, and Teespring on the other hand, I'm not sure what Teespring does. I really have neglected that store. I'm thinking about bringing it down. There's no sense in having two stores. Just concentrate on one store. And I love Zazzles because they run their own promotion discounts. I don't have to create them. But you can change your prices, I think, at Zazzles too. So I can bring it down. Just won't make anything. I just want to share. Also, another announcement before we sign off tonight is I'm getting the urge to put another newsletter out, another hashtag FishFam community newsletter out. And if you have any articles or any stories that you want to share, just if they're yours, that'll be better. But if you're sharing a story that's in print or been publicized, please send to my email, score48yahoo.com. Send me the article link so I could, get all of the proper, credits to the original author of the article. Not yet, Susan, because I'm going away for a few days soon and didn't want it to arrive while I'm away. I understand, Daniel. I'm going to order when I'm away so it arrives when I'm back. All right. And safe traveling mercies, of course, Daniel. Darlene's Tank says you need to post your PayPal. Okay, let me find it. Let me look it up. Let me see. There it is. Copy. Thank you, Darlene. There is my PayPal link. And all monies that go there, don't forget in the note, put for Amber or for Big City Bettas, and it will go towards her having to move. She's got to do it within the next 30 days. So she's in a crunch. I think she's selling most of her bettas and aquariums. So she'll start back up in Jacksonville, Florida once she gets moved. But she's got to have some help, and we want to help her. And if you can, I appreciate it. So newsletter articles, send them to score48@yahoo.com. Any funds that you want to send to help Amber at Big City Bettas out, send it to my PayPal at PayPal me, and in the note say for Amber or for Big City Bettas. And again, the hashtag FishFam community is awesome. We appreciate you. Mary Page Flynn will soon be moving too, and she is putting her fish in totes as I speak. And I hope she's got all the information that she needs to be able to do that. And anytime you have to put your fish in totes temporarily while you're moving, putting them in 5-gallon buckets. Don't over stimulate the water. In other words, don't put a hang on the back filter that's pushing water faster than what they had in their original environment, because then it will cause them to use up lots of energy and give off more waste. They'll use up more oxygen, and they'll require more food. Hey, Tiffany. And anyway, you'll be combating, and you can lose fish that way. And it's harder in a small environment to keep the pH stable. So keep a watch on your water chemicals while they're in the totes and in the buckets. And a little bit of bubbles from a sponge, from an air pump. That's what I'm trying to say. Put an air stone in there with your sponge filters, and that will keep oxygen going. And also remember, if the surface area is not stimulated, it's not going to have the exchange of gases. Hey Tiffany, yep, doing good. Fishymon64, hello Fishymon64, how are you doing tonight? Getting ready to sign off. We've asked the Fish Fam community to help Amber at Big City Bettas. She's having to move from Vermont to Florida, and she's going to need money to do that. She's selling her betas and her aquariums so that she can make that move and get reestablished in Florida, and then she's going to set back up while she's in Florida. So if you want to help out, my PayPal link is in the chat. I'll go ahead and post it again, because sometimes chat does not show to those who come in afterwards. And also, I'm wanting to do another #FishFam community newsletter. So I'm asking you to send your article or your short stories or your photos or your video links to score48@yahoo.com, and also say it's for the newsletter. And if it's somebody else's article, send me the link so I can ask permission to republish it and to give them all of the credit that is due unto them. I like memes. I like fish memes. I usually create my own crossword puzzles, and I hope y'all enjoy the crossword puzzles. And if there's anything else, I advertise Fish Fam businesses. I advertise Fish Fam channels. I know last year we did a memorial for those who have passed away. Hopefully we don't have to do that anytime soon, but if you have a fur baby or a fish, your favorite reptile, a loved one, I think recently someone did a video. Oh, Dead Fred did a video tribute for his mother. So we want to send prayers of comfort to Dead Fred. And I don't know if she's passed recently, but he turned off comments on his video. So at this time we want to remember him, and remember Roxy's brother Mikey, who is home recovering from a bad car accident. Who else? Remember Carlos, DPK Aquatics or Aquariums. Remember him. Also, I know there's others. Oh, David, the master photographer. Let's remember him. He had shoulder replacement. So anyway, thanks again for being with me tonight. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics. #FishFammom, touching lives one fish at a time. Love you, and God bless.